Jeffree Star might actually have to sue someone over this. What's up, guys? Today, we're talking about Jeffree Star calling out Morphe for the first time since he was dropped, and Jeffree trying to sue another TikToker. It's a mess, so let's get into it.
Exposed. You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Exposed. You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Oh my God, expose you.
So, Jeffree Star has finally broken his silence about Morphe Cosmetics. It's been nearly an entire year since both him and Shane were dropped from the brand. Shane and Jeffree's past were dug up and brought to light on a larger scale than ever before, and after a lot of backlash, Morphe completely cut them off. Morphe cutting Jeffree off was a huge deal. I mean, Jeffree and Morphe had a really strong relationship. He opened stores for them, sold Jeffree Star Cosmetics in their stores, and even did a brand collab with them. After Morphe announced their breakup, they marked down Jeffree's products almost instantly and got rid of him as quickly as possible. Morphe was pretty much giving away the once loved and very hard to get conspiracy palette. That's how bad the situation was. If anything, this just goes to show you how quickly Morphe can truly wind down the sales of a product. Anyways, Jeffree has stayed pretty quiet about Morphe ever since their big breakup. He hasn't really shaded them and he hasn't spilled any tea about the brand. That all changed last night. Def Noodles on Twitter got sent a picture of one of Jeffree Star's old collabs from like 2017 sitting in a TK Maxx. Totally unexpected, Jeffree Star Cosmetics products seen being sold at TJ Maxx in Idaho. Now you might be thinking, who cares? We all know these TJ Maxx type of stores are where old makeup goes to die. In Canada, we have Winners, and you can normally find unwanted Too Faced palettes and Kat Von D over there. So this shouldn't be that big of a deal, right? Well, it actually is. Jeffree has not only shaded other people for being in TJ Maxx, he's made comments that his products would never be caught in there. In fact, Jeffree actually threw a little bit of shade to Miss Kat Von D for being in TJ Maxx.
What's over here? I'll be over here.
And yet, all year long, his makeup has been popping up in these discount stores all across Europe. Last year, multiple people found the Shane Dawson collab in TK Maxx heavily discounted. A lot of people talked about this because it was just so ironic. Jeffree shades people for being in TJ Maxx, and then next year, he's in TK Maxx. Well, according to Jeffree, this is all Morphe's fault. He quote tweeted Def Noodles and said, "I think it's time to sit down and do a video update on how this happened and also how Morphe betrayed me by putting me in UK's TK Maxx stores earlier this year. I'm done being shamed for the lies." Someone replied to him and said, "This lip topper is rather old now, isn't it?" And Jeffree said, "Baby, it's ancient." Not only did Jeffree tweet about Morphe, he also went on a Snapchat rant in true Jeffree Star fashion.
Donatella, I think it might be time to say the truth about a few things, Pumpkin. What do you think? Okay, guys, on a serious note, if you read that last post, Mr. Noodles, you know that is not a Jeffree Star Cosmetics product item. That is a collab I did with a brand called Jouer years ago. It's a little ancient, but this is another incident where my name is in TJ Maxx, and there's nothing wrong with that. But about 6 months ago, Morphe put me in TK Maxx, which is in the UK. And the conspiracy collection was there. I never really acknowledged it. I was afraid of speaking on anything because anytime I say anything, it always gets misconstrued. But I think I'm tired of being afraid, and I think if things need to go on the record and be set straight, it's time. I've been staying in my lane. I've been doing me for a minute. So when things are constantly brought up to me or to my attention, sometimes it does get a little old because it's like, wow, why can't I just say what happened so everyone can stop guessing? And sometimes people don't need to know, but I think when you have such a strong relationship with someone and then it ends so suddenly and then it still is trickling down a year plus later, it's like, girl, let's just put it to rest. So I think tomorrow I'm gonna film a video and just sit down and keep it really real. There's no time for feelings. It's business.
So, looks like we're going to be getting a little tea video from Jeffree Star. I'm just wondering if it'll truly be a tea video or if it's just going to be another Kanye 2.0 where he puts like 20 seconds of tea in front of a random makeup tutorial. I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. Now, speaking of Jeffree Star, apparently Jeffree is suing a TikToker. I'm sure you guys know Larray, the guy that James Charles is really good friends with. Yeah, well, he posted on Instagram asking for people to send him questions, and someone asked him what his biggest fear was. Without even answering, Larray posted this photo of Jeffree Star. Clearly a little bit of shade and probably a whole lot of truth. Like I said, Larray and James are really close, so I'm sure James probably filled him in all the old Jeffree Star tea. My guess is Larray isn't Jeffree's biggest fan. Well, a few hours passed and Larray posted a screenshot to Twitter, which appears to be from Jeffree on Instagram. Jeffree apparently said, "Can you send me your lawyer's contact information? Thanks." And Larray said, "Let's do it, baby. I know the law." A lot of people were confused whether or not this was real or not. And honestly, I can't tell. I feel like it's either a really good Photoshop or Jeffree is just joking. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about everything down below. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up button because it really does help my channel, and I'll see you next time.